たの家族がどうなったか知りたくはないですか？
家族?
For sure you would have asked by now, Goku. Aren't you concerned about your family?
My family?
So many people have gotten him all wrong. With act after act of kindness, countless times of saving the innocent lives of Earth, no wonder we've confused Goku's true motivations with that of a hero. But no longer. The English dub just reminded us that Dragon Ball Super Episode 61 is so much more than just the time that Goku Black reveals the horrifying end to Goku's family. More than even just the uncovering of Goku's true, terrifyingly powerful nature. It is the very hope for huge improvements to Dragon Ball Super through its future series. With very big shoes to fill, let's see just how well the English dub handles what the Anifam should consider to be one of the greatest episodes in Dragon Ball Super's history.
話してあげなさい。君が彼の家族にしたことを。
I'm having a $500 giveaway for the Anifam members. Best way to win is clicking the notification bell. I'll wait for 3 seconds. 3, 2, more details in pinned comment and description. And 1.
Go ahead. Tell him what you did to his loved ones.
In this moment, we find one of the biggest perks the English dub has to offer. There's such a big barrier for the Japanese language in general. It's not like this is something they can help, but just by having less descriptive words, they aren't even able to add the same amount of feeling. No longer are Chi-Chi and Goten simply Goku's family. They are his loved ones. A minor change with a huge impact. It's for this reason that the Anifam has continued to compare these two different versions of Dragon Ball Super. However, sometimes these changes aren't always minor, as with the next clip that you're about to compare. Just last week, we noticed that the dub will oftentimes throw in humor during times that the sub kept very serious. After seeing this same clip from the dub, I really want to hear the Anifam's thoughts on these major differences. You'll probably notice the clash between the music and what's being said, but I think they had a reason for doing this. Notice Goku's body movements.
Why am I green and tiny?
Look, Mom, I told you. What? Are you sure that's him?
Even the sound effects as he looked at his new body give off a moment of silliness in both versions of the show. This is what the dub creators decided to focus on. However, in the sub, the character's confusion matches and feeds off of the very unsettling and saddening music, a difference that continues here. Especially notice the tone of Chi-Chi's question to her strange husband.
Goku, what's going on? I mean, is that really you in there?
Even though the two versions continued differing with their comedic versus serious nature, what you'll see next is a different kind of change. Pay attention to how Goku focuses on his identity, because in the dub, his focus changes more on the strangeness of the situation.
Chi-Chi? I don't know how. It just happened.
He no longer has his body, but he's kept his mind.
Huh?
But I think you'll find this next difference to be very important to how us viewers portray what's happening in this scene.
Wait, what? Dad?
No way! You look just like me!
Continuing with the changes we were seeing a couple clips ago, the sub has stuck to a more serious side, whereas the dub is getting close to almost comical. This is a moment that Goku should be absolutely terrified, yet the artist chose to draw him with the sillier side of his personality. The sub and dub chose to feed off of a different side, and it's now up to the Anifam to decide which made more sense to you. Either side that you choose, you'll notice that while still differing pretty hard between each other, both dub and sub return to a very sinister feeling.
Snuffed you out, using your own body as his weapon.
Do you see what I mean, AniFam? This is one of those moments that the dub adds so much tension to the situation. Not only does Zamasu reveal the moment that Goku Black ended Goku's life, he now goes so much deeper, rubbing it in and making it so much more ironic and painful that Goku's body was stolen away from him. Taking a break from seeing huge differences in their words, you'll now see a change that's a little harder to notice. Pay close attention to Goku's reaction here.
Just like I'm doing right now.
So did you notice it? The change here is in the noise Goku makes, as he looks down at the sword of energy Goku Black has just surprised him with. In the sub, he sounds like he's in pain, but still trying to keep his suffering to himself. The dub changes things up by having Goku seem like he's gasping for air. But look at how the dub handles Goku's realization of the consequences coming from his life being taken away. This is where we start to see the Goku that Toriyama always imagined himself. Not evil, yet also not a hero. What truly motivates Goku is the simple act of an innocent person being caught up in an evil plan just because. And when that innocent life is someone close to him, that's when you see his true, terrifying power. Look at how the dub keeps this same type of reaction, showing the very human side of Goku. So human that I think even those of you who highly prefer the sub will be blown away by the performance Sean Schemmel gives here.
And what about Chi-Chi? And Goten? Oh, surely you can guess that much, Goku.
Our next clip is the reason I said at the very beginning of this video that Dragon Ball Super Episode 61 is so important to expecting huge improvement in the future series.
After I struck you down in front of your wife and child, it was time to finish the cleansing.
One of the most unsettling moments of Dragon Ball Super was the very first time we saw the Omni Kings erase a universe in the Tournament of Power. It was especially terrifying when you saw even Goku and Vegeta stop fighting, looking into the stands with disbelief. But this next clip takes that moment and shatters it. After hearing the truth for himself, I think we all knew exactly what kind of reaction Goku was about to have. His true motivation, his true power, it was all about to show. And I'm sure you'll agree with me, AniFam, that this is one of those moments we couldn't wait to hear in the dub.
Pay for that! You'll pay for that!
There was a clear difference between the sound of Goku's anger matching what was found earlier. The dub has Goku make his pain more obvious, while the sub has him sounding more in control of himself. But you know what? All of a sudden, something many had been complaining about Dragon Ball Super in general was finally being erased. Those feelings Dragon Ball Z used to give us were finally returning.
You took my body. You took my life. Then you even killed Chi-Chi and Goten!
I need your opinion on this one, AniFam. It's hard to ignore the difference in how calm Goku sounds in the sub, not to mention the nice added echo on his voice in the dub. Did this feel right to you? Does it match what happens next? This is a terrifying scene that Goku states something very simple. He's mad. I was expecting them to add a lot more detail to this once it was dubbed, but shockingly, they didn't.
You're gonna regret telling me that, Zamasu! Cause now I'm mad. I'm really, really mad!
Were you disappointed or happy this was one of the things they kept true to the original version? Let me know in the comments, but first, take a moment to notice what's happening in the next clip.
And now it's time to pay!
You'll find that the dub is more direct about Goku wanting revenge. However, the simpler way he says it in the sub doesn't change the surge of energy that goes right into us viewers, giving us hope that the next series will be just as chilling.